This talk, on peanut insect pest management, was given at the Virginia Peanut Production Meeting in Franklin, Virginia. Thrips injury to peanut can cause stunted plants and delayed maturity. Thrips may transmit tomato spotted wilt virus. In May and June of 2023, the species composition in Suffolk, Virginia was mostly tobacco thrips, with slightly higher than average numbers of western flower thrips. Thrips were collected at our research station and sent to Dr. Anders Hugh Seth at NCSU for imidacloprid bioassays. Our population of tobacco thrips had 29% survival to the 360 parts per million diagnostic dose, indicating the beginning of resistance to imidacloprid. This active ingredient is found in products such as Admire Pro, Macho, and some seed treatments. The 2024 Virginia Cooperative Extension Field Crops Pest Management Guide recommends several options for managing thrips. In-furrow insecticide choices include Ag Logic Aldicarb, Admire Pro, and Thimet. Please note that the Pest Management Guide's Thimet rate should be in ounces, not pounds, per 1,000 row feet. This is a good reminder to always check the product label. Foliar products for when peanut has 25% or more thrips injured leaves include orthene or Exarel. Early season potato leafhopper is usually controlled by at-planting insecticides. In July and August, feeding injury causes leaf tips to turn yellow, and then brown and curve downward. Foliar options in the PMG for when 25% leaf injury is reached include multiple pyrethroids, orthene, and other products. Peanut is able to tolerate heavy foliage feeding by caterpillars in mid-August to early September, so treatment for worms may not be necessary. The threshold for corn earworm is 4 larvae per row foot. If you decide to treat peanut, pyrethroids may provide acceptable control if high rates are used and there is good canopy penetration and coverage. Keep in mind that broad-spectrum insecticides kill beneficials, which may lead to problems with spider mites later in the season. Spider mites tend to be a hot and dry conditions pest. Their feeding causes leaves to turn brown. They tend to feed on the underside of leaves, so good coverage is needed if sprayed. Spider mite infestations often begin along field edges. Mites can move onto peanut when infested corn dries down, or when weeds are mowed in the summer. Insecticides, miticides listed in the PMG for this pest are Comite, Omite, Portal, Danitol, and Brigade. Like spider mites, lesser cornstalk borer likes hot and dry conditions. It prefers sandy, well-drained areas. Lesser cornstalk borer larvae burrow into stems, limbs, and pods, producing silk and sand web tubes. The threshold is 10% of plants having larvae, and injury. While the 2024 PMG does not list recommended insecticides for lesser cornstalk borer, there are labels for Brigade, Exarel, and Prevathin. We placed pitfall traps at the research farm in September 2023 and captured some peanut burrower bugs. In 2023, some North Carolina producers had peanuts graded as segregation 2 due to peanut burrower bug injury. We are not aware of any issues this season in Virginia. This mostly subterranean insect feeds on peanut seeds through the hull. The characteristic yellow-dark feeding spots and pitting may be seen after the peanut skin is removed. The literature indicates some control is provided with conventional tillage. Thanks to our Virginia peanut producers and the other groups listed on this page. Disclaimer: this presentation includes pesticides that may be experimental, not registered for use, and/or currently registered for use in peanut. The information is provided as a guide to available products but does not substitute for or supersede the information found on the pesticide label of a specific product. Trade names are included to aid in the identification of the specific active ingredient of a pesticide. No discrimination against a similar product is intended or implied by omission. Mention of a commercial product does not constitute an endorsement by the authors or by Virginia Cooperative Extension. Consult the pesticide label for any changes in rate, timing, handling, or registration. Use pesticides only as directed.